It is real life. Giants and Eagles fans getting along on this Christmas day, even taking selfies together.
The Christmas spirit, it's a magical thing.
Yeah, all bets are off, though, as you go to the fourth quarter in a 2-point game. Giants have charged back into this from down 20-3, using 2 takeaways in the third quarter to get to within 2. So the pressure on Hurts and the Eagles, with pressure coming here on the first play. Okereke pursues, he throws, incomplete. A flag in the backfield. Likely a hold on the Eagles. It's going to be the 7th penalty of the day on Philadelphia.
Holding. Offense number 65. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
They get Lane Johnson this time.
Whoop, not that one. That one. Working against Micah McFadden. Seems surprising that Lane Johnson would have to hold it. I don't agree with that call at all. Lane Johnson is one of the best, if not the best, right tackles in the NFL. Going up against Micah McFadden, who he's much bigger and stronger than. I don't agree with that holding call.
Another blitz coming on 1st and 20 and an off-mark throw. A.J. Brown, the intended receiver, and Hurts threw his hands up in the air, upset with something as that ball sailed by Brown. Flatten coverage. 2nd and 20.
And that's one of the things that, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? When the crowd is upset and when the crowd boos, those are fans that are just frustrated. When you've got your players that are out of sync and they can't connect, and sometimes the frustration boils over, and we've seen that during the course of the season with Philadelphia. You wonder if there's not something a little bit deeper going on with this team.
Boy, all gas, no brakes from Wink Martindale, huh? Every play, they got everybody up by the line of scrimmage. Julio Jones has his first catch of the day, and it ends very quickly. Isaiah Simmons over to get him, along with Nick McLeod. It's 3rd and long.
And what are we seeing? We're seeing that confidence build by the Giants, that swagger coming back to this defense. When you have an opportunity to put an opponent away, you have to, especially a divisional opponent. It doesn't matter what has happened over the last 10 years. That is meaningless during the course of the game.
And for these Giants who have been eliminated from playoff contention, what do they have to play for there? Sick of losing to the Eagles, trying to win here for the first time in a decade. There's a flag. We put that on repeat lately. And at this rate, they could hang on and win this game, and they still might get booed going off of the field.
Like you said, Joe.
Offense number 62. It's a 5-yard penalty. It's 3rd down.
Winning cures all ills, but it depends on how sick you are, right? There is just something not right, and we've been trying to put our finger on it all week. You know, talking about things, looking at the statistics, looking at the analytics, and if there's just something that you can't really put your finger on when we had Philadelphia last year at this time compared to what we're seeing from Philadelphia this year at this time.
There's some big things, a lot of little things, but you put them all together, and it has things seeming extra off-kilter. Trying to end this 3-game skid. 3rd down and a mile. Hurts steps up and delivers. Oh, perfect strike. Well, that changed things for the Eagles. Just over the outstretched hand to A.J. Brown.
This is the frustrating part for the fan base in Philadelphia. You see all the little mistakes and all the issues, and then you watch this. Look at this throw. That is outstanding. Isaiah Simmons is right in your line. You've got the trust and the confidence to get it over him, right to A.J. Brown.
Max difficulty level right there on 3rd and 20. They get 32 yards. The big plays that were such a staple last season have been missing this year. The crowd comes to life a little bit. Swift or Gainwell breaking free. Kenneth Gainwell stop and start to the 20.
And we talked about the Giants tackling well this afternoon. They're going to have an opportunity right there. There's Micah McFadden, 41, does everything right. Shoots the gap, is in a position, leaves his feet too soon. You've got to stay with Kenneth Gainwell. You've got to bring some strength to make that tackle, or he's going to run through your arms.
Kenny Gainwell having one of his best days of the season. 3rd-year man from Memphis to the 20. He's got it again. McFadden tackles him. It's almost like the crowd is saying, this is us. This is the Eagles. Keep it going, boys.
And you get a guy like Kenneth Gainwell that's having these types of runs that gets everybody excited too. Not just that throw, that great throw by Jalen Hurts to A.J. Brown to convert that 3rd and 20, but now coming back in and kind of grinding that ball out in the run game.
2nd and 7. 2-point game. There's 20-3 at halftime. Giants are within 2. A fake and a throw. It is Brown making a tackle. A.J. Brown to the 4. 1st down and goal.
I tell you what, A'Shawn Robinson, let's take a look at the defense. Who watched 91. He's going to kind of bring the pressure. Then he sees the ball, turn and run. It's a great effort right there. Xavier McKinney ends up making the tackle, but great hustle by a down lineman getting downfield.
Brown, whose 32-yard catch on 3rd down and 20. He's changed the mood for the moment. He's now set up 1st down and goal. The 1 catch in the 1st half. He's been the guy in the 2nd. Swift makes a move, finds the end zone, touchdown Eagles.
Well, this is blocked really well, but this is all DeAndre Swift at the end, because you got 2 giant defenders that he's going to make miss to get into the end zone. Watch right here. Xavier McKinney has got him dead to rights. If you can square him up, and it's that little cut north and south right there. That was impressive. That's where the frustration comes from the Philadelphia fan base, when you watch your Eagles do exactly what they did on that drive.
First touchdown for their offense since early on in the 2nd quarter. DeAndre Swift finishes it off, but this throw from Hurts to Brown, play of the day for the Eagles. 32 yards on 3rd down and
the go-to guy on that drive. The penultimate drive of this game up until this point, it was all A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts.
This half had been all Giants prior to that play, outscoring the Eagles prior to that touchdown 15-0 in this half, even though they only have 49 yards of offense. So it's not as simple as Tyrod Taylor's come into the game and everything's changed. No, Tyrod Taylor took over with the ball at the 15-yard line after a fumble on the opening kickoff of the half, and then a touchdown and a pick 6. The Giants are going to keep this comeback going. He and the offense have to get it going.
They have to do their job now. They got help from special teams. They got help from their defense. Now it's time for this offense to stand on their own 2 feet.
A 5 on 1st down. It is down the seam, and it's Daniel Bellinger. 1st down to midfield for the tight end.
Pretty easy right there. You got Darren Waller and Daniel Bellinger together going down the seam. I think you're going to be worried about number 12 a little bit more. Great job by Daniel Bellinger finding that soft spot, and Tyrod Taylor finding him.
First time today, Darryl, that they've attempted a pass more than 9 yards down the field. Barkley, nice hole off the left side. 7 or 8 on 1st down for Saquon Barkley, who's got 80 yards now and has a shot at his first 100-yard game against Philly since he was a rookie in 2018.
They have just committed to this play since the start of the 2nd half, and it has been very successful this entire time. The Eagles defense is having a tough time stopping it up front.
Give him 7, 2nd and 3. Under 10 to play. Barkley again. Not much there this time. Shaq Leonard. Barkley able to finish 40. So strong. And even when there's nothing there, takes what looks like is going to be a loss and still gets a couple yards out of it.
Got to credit this offensive line. They've taken a lot of criticism because of the sack numbers that they've given up this season. Today they have done a really nice job not only protecting the quarterbacks, both Tommy DeVito and now Tyrod Taylor, but also this run game has really started to show over the last couple of weeks.
Next lineman in the game as Reddick pursues Taylor. He's got an open Waller, but it's underthrown and incomplete. Hassan Reddick in hot pursuit of Tyrod Taylor saved what might have been a touchdown.
I know that you talk about the ability to have the element of surprise, right? We're going to move Tyrod Taylor out to the left, and he's right-handed. But if you're going to take a shot like that, if you're going to design a play that's got this potential to get your star tight end beyond the defenders wide open, give your quarterback a great shot. Why not go to the right? Why not put him on his right hand, moving right?
4th and 1. They'll throw. Incomplete. Well, they convert. Stopped by Sean Robinson.
One of the other things that Philadelphia was really good at last season was in this position right here. 8:34 to go in the game. Coming out, leaning on that offensive line, and just literally wearing the clock out. Taking it down to zeros. Getting yourself in a position where your opponent's not going to have enough time to drive the length of the field for a score. It was one of the more impressive functions that they had as a team last season. Let's see if they can kind of start chipping away at these things that we want to get better at from last year to this year. This would be one of those areas.
2nd and 6. They go to Swift again. Got a few. 3rd and short. Trying to win the East, a 2nd consecutive season, which I didn't think was legal in this division, but they've got a shot to do it if they win out. If they lose, it opens the door for all kinds of tie-breaking scenarios because these teams split the 2 games head-to-head. But bottom line, you take care of business against teams you should beat. You're the division champ, and you're going to host a playoff game. Yeah, and I'm going to be biased here, not because I'm a Cowboy, former Cowboy, but because I think it's one of the cooler things that the NFC East has had a different division champion for 18 years. I think it's such an ironic thing. It shows you how competitive this division is from year to year. So you want it to keep going? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I want it to keep going, but I don't think it's going to. Hurts finds Goddard crossing the field. Dallas Goddard down to the 30. And I'm sure Eagles fans and Giants fans and everybody else out there saying, yeah, Daryl just likes parody, right? He's a nice cowboy. Just kind of the bread and butter, this whole offense, right? You know, we talk about A.J. Brown and how important he is, but I think right behind him is Dallas Goedert. And then, you know, Devontae Smith is just that guy that, you forget about number 6, and next thing you know, you're watching him sprint into the end zone. And Smith today just 3 catches. He's got just the 3 catches. Brown only had 1 until halftime. Has come to life. Goddard's led the way. 7 total. And the Giants 30. Hurts pulls. Dane Belton able to get there. And a flag coming. I don't know. Now that's on the front of the shoulder pad. That is not on the nameplate or inside the shoulder pad. Hopefully get a little assist here, but this is all on the front of the shoulder pad. It looks like it because he's behind him. And the officials do get together and pick up the penalty.
It's 2nd down.
Hey, it's Christmas.
He says, throw the flag. And they did, but they picked it up too. And so a loss of 4 is Dane Belton, second-year man from Iowa, gets the tackle for loss. Eagles trying to put this game on ice. Giants trying to stand tall and keep some kind of hope. They're down 9. 2nd and 14 here. Against the blitz, here comes Kenneth Gainwell. That left side of the line just powers forward. And wow, man, washed them down, didn't they?
Boy, they made that look easy. This is impressive. Suo Opeta, Jordan Mailata. I mean, Kenneth Gainwell is about 5 yards downfield, and that surge is still going.
Got 80 yards there, so 3rd and 6 coming up, and now this.
I don't know, Jake from State Farm.
But just imagine, my homes and my auto.
Best bundle in the league, baby.
Man, why can't Patrick change his name? It could be Kelsey, and Kelsey how much you can save by bundling home and auto. Yeah? If you make the letters smaller.
The home, the auto, let's go. Come on, model, let's get it. Put your jersey on.
Bundling, just another way to save with the personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, here's some Christmas cheer for Eagles fans. 2 years ago, the Rams had a 3-game losing streak and went on to win the Super Bowl. 2020, the Bucks. 2019, the Chiefs lost 3 of 4. Went on to win the Super Bowl. And the team that everybody thinks is clearly the best team at this point, the 49ers, they lost 3 games just earlier this season. And so all is not completely lost with a 3-game losing streak. The presentation today, probably not what Eagles fans wanted, no matter the final score of this game is. That was Nick Sirianni's point too. Like, hey, NFL seasons are tough. We still think we're a good team and we're going to be where we want to go. Out of the timeout, 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Thibodeau chasing. So is Ojulari. Hurts to the sideline and incomplete. Cordell flopped the coverage on Julio Jones, and it's 4th down.
Well, we've talked about Wink Martindale and his style of defense, and you put everybody up at the line of scrimmage and then you try to figure out who's coming and who's not. That one was easy. They were kind of all coming on that one.
44-yard attempt coming here for Jake Elliott. NFL postseason is on Fox. Matthew Stafford and the Rams continuing their push for the playoffs against these Giants, or the Seahawks trying to keep their hopes alive at hosting the Steelers. Check for the game in your area, only on Fox. How about those Rams? They're kind of turning into a team that not many people are going to want to play.
That's been a fun story all season, just from what was thought of and what the Rams were going to accomplish, in the offseason coming into training camp, to what they were able to do during the course of the season. Nice job by Sean McVay out there.
Taylor and the Giants got to be pretty much perfect here to have a shot. He's going to run. Get a little block there from Wan'Dale Robinson. So the NFC playoff picture looks like this. The 49ers, if they win 2 of their last 3, they will be the 1 seed. What a game coming up tonight. 49ers against Ravens. The Lions are right there trying to pounce if the 49ers slip up. Eagles and Lions would both be 11-4 if this score holds, but then a logjam for the final couple spots. Look at all those teams at 8-7 and 7-8. A fun final couple weeks to sort that all out. 2nd and 5. Deep shot. Slayton's behind Blankenship. Darius Slayton is in. Touchdown Giants. Boy, you couldn't have handed that to him any better than Tyrod Taylor just did. And the Giants are not dead yet.
That's one of the things you didn't expect to see during the course of the game today. I really felt that it was going to have to, the football would have to come out quickly, short, intermediate passes. You might get a shot at some point during the course of the game, but this is an impressive throw by Tyrod Taylor. And Reed Blankenship, I mean, he's got to respect Darius Slayton. He's coming right at him, and he doesn't get out of his back pedal at all, and he just runs right past him.
70-yard touchdown, longest play of the season for the Giants. And the extra point is good. Wow, it's a 5-point game.
Reed Blankenship's right here. Darius Slayton's right on the line of scrimmage. He's just running straight down. His eyes are in the backfield. He's in his back pedal. I mean, you're the deep safeties. Unfortunately, safeties don't get safety help. I mean, you're the last line of defense right there. And he was just really slow getting out of his back pedal and transitioning to cover Darius Slayton,
who, by the way, has had a really solid under-the-radar career with a revolving door at quarterback. He was drafted when Eli Manning was still the guy. Tommy DeVito, the 6th different quarterback he's had in 4 years since. And it's Tyrod Taylor back into the spot, dropping a dime for a 70-yard touchdown to the 5th-year man from Auburn.
Now, you mentioned all those quarterbacks, 4 offensive coordinators, 3 head coaches. He's been the one consistent thing through the Giants offense during this whole time of transition back and forth.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, another theme of this entire season going to hang true here. That is, nothing has been easy. They cruised last year. They blew everybody out. This year, in terms of point differential, they're only the 6th best team in the NFC. They just have not had those games where they've been able to cruise and put the pedal down and rest some of the guys towards the end of the game. No, they're going to have to push again here right to the finish. Fair catch from Boston Scott.
Yeah, you think it's a skill that a team that's growing, when you achieve that, it's a positive thing. And when you look at how they found a way to beat Dallas the first time around, found a way to win in Kansas City, found a way to win against Buffalo. those are great learning lessons. That's a great opportunity to come together as a team, and they really just haven't seemed to have been able to capitalize on that. And you can see how close their games have been during the course of the season. And you would think that at some point they learn how to separate. And when you have an opportunity to put your opponent away, especially somebody that everybody feels you're going to beat, you are able to accomplish that.
Here's another one of those chances here. They settled for a field goal on the previous drive. DeAndre Swift using that speed to get to the edge. Spilled after 5 yards at the 30. Xavier McKinney the tackle. Getting close to the 5-minute mark. Hurts in this offense. 420 yards with the pick 6. The turnover on special teams have kept the Giants in this game. Giants trying to get their first win in Philadelphia in a decade. You got to go back to 2013 when they rode 5 field goals from Josh Brown to a 15-7 win. Swift again has a hole over the top, squirts ahead to the 48. DeAndre Swift with a highlight run.
This is really a nice job by Grant Calcaterra, because this is one of the harder blocks as an H-back, fullback type guy. Watch 81. He's got to pull and then turn up into the hole, but watch how he's able to get Micah McFadden right there. Just that little bit. It doesn't have to be a devastating block. You just have to keep him from coming in to make the tackle. And it's such a hard thing to be running parallel to the line of scrimmage, to turn perpendicular and have your blocking assignment right in front of you.
Calcaterra having himself a Merry Christmas. His first 2 catches of the year, and then that great block right there. Press set it down. Swift again. This time as the O-line just paving forward, and Swift gets 6. So DeAndre Swift, we were talking about earlier, those 2 huge games early on this season. Getting close to cracking 80 yards for the first time since those back-to-back games, weeks 2 and 3 against Minnesota and Tampa Bay. He sure is exciting, though, when he gets the ball in his hands, isn't he?
I mean, they're different running styles. DeAndre Swift and Kenneth Gainwell. They've had a really nice 1-2 punch here this afternoon. You're talking about, 32 carries for 156 right now. That's the Eagles' run game. That's where this offense really is dangerous.
Feed him again. Waiting for it to develop. He's got a first down, 3 consecutive DeAndre Swift carries, and he's got his highest yardage total since that huge game 3.
And the great thing about it is sometimes it's not these big holes that we're seeing, right? We've shown you a couple of highlights and replays where, there's been these great holes created by this offensive line and a huge surge. Sometimes it's these really narrow spots, and that's where DeAndre Swift is so impressive. He's got great patience. He's got great trust. Jeff Stoutland, Wink Martindale called him the best offensive line coach in the NFL by far, not even close. Always teaching, always trying to work the details with his guys.
He's playing agent for him, too. He said whatever he's getting paid, it's not enough. Swift changing directions, looking for the corner. Got a block from Hurts. First down, stays in bounds. A little bit of everything, the athleticism and the smarts.
Well, just a great response by this offense after the big explosive touchdown by the Giants and Darius Slayton. They just come out and methodically take the time off the clock. Kind of like that drive we talked about at that 8:30 mark. Could they take that one all the way down? They have to settle for a field goal on that drive.
Giants use their second timeout at 2:23 before it runs down to the 2-minute warning. So 1 timeout left for the Giants. And even with all the stuff that's going